everyone, welcome to the Fables knitting podcast. My name is Faith and I'm a knitter living here in Kansas, and this is my YouTube channel where I talk all about my knitting and any yarn related things here. Today I just have kind of a knit and chat style video. I'll be talking about 10 podcasts that I've been enjoying lately, and I'm also going to be knitting on my Anchor tee. And so I hope you enjoy. This was supposed to be a video that was going to be uploaded a few weeks ago, but I talked in a previous podcast about why that didn't work out. And so I'm starting over and I'm going to be trying again. So that's what this is. It is almost 6 o'clock at night, and I finally bought a ring light. I'm not sure if that's helping at all. The sun doesn't set here, like it doesn't start getting kind of dark until around 9:45 at night. So maybe there's no need for it, but I do like to use this because of the tripod, and I don't have to balance my phone on a bunch of stuffed animals anymore. So that's nice. Anyway, let's just get right into it. So I've tried to include I think most podcasts that I have listed here aren't known as well, and I don't hear a lot of people talk about them. And I've just been watching some of them for a while, and some I've just found recently. And I do have some of my friends that I will be talking about too, just because they're my friends and I'd like to give them a little shout out. So yeah, hopefully this will help you find a podcast if you've been looking for any new ones. So the first one that I've been loving a lot is Brooke Chauvelin. I think I started watching her when she started. I wasn't there for the first video, but I think I was there for the second or third. And I just really fell in love with her aesthetic. She has more of a vintage, old soul kind of vibe that I just really love. And I'm just inspired by her color choices and just how she's putting those colors into what she's making. She also sometimes includes some home herbalism tips in her videos, and she'll share what she's been doing with that stuff, which I really enjoy. I like holistic treatments and natural remedies, so I find that stuff really nice and really useful actually. But yeah, overall she's a really nice person. She seems really sweet and she's funny, and I just like watching her podcast, and I get really excited when she uploads. The second podcast that I've been loving is Haley from Lock Knits. I discovered her this year when my friend Abby mentioned her, and I've been watching her ever since then. I love her podcast so much. I love her tattoos, first of all. Like, someday I want to be as tatted as her. I only have 4 tattoos, but one day I will be as cool as her. She's really funny, and she's just really cool. I don't know. She shares some of her quilting, which I think is fun. I've always been interested in quilting, but I'm not sure if I would like it, but I love seeing what she makes. And she also knits with a lot of like out there colors, which I think is really inspiring. Like, I don't like restricting myself to neutrals or my color season, just because I don't like restricting myself from things. I don't know. So I find that, like, with the yarns that she uses, and especially the colors, I find it really inspiring because they're just such statement pieces and I love them. So yeah, and she's just really good at like putting funky colors together. It's nice. But no, she's really cool. I follow her on Instagram, and she followed me back on Instagram. I felt so cool when she did. I was like, I don't know, that made me excited. Anyway, she's really funny, and I just enjoy seeing her crafting process. So yeah, I definitely would check her out if I were you. Michaela also has a podcast on YouTube about her knitting, and I really enjoy it. She knits very beautiful pieces that I find are really inspiring. She just knit the peacock tee, and I've been wanting to make that pattern for a while, and I've just recently bought it, and I'm excited to cast that on. But she kind of gave me like the extra push to like knit it when I saw her version. Her podcast is really chill, and I don't know, it's kind of relaxing to watch her videos, and she's another podcaster where I just look forward to her videos because it's very relaxed, and I don't know, I'm just always very interested in what she's making. And I like her color palette. Her color palette's kind of muted, but she pairs like really good patterns with the yarn. And I always love seeing that. Like, that's why I really enjoy watching podcasts, is to see what colors and what types of yarn that people put with different patterns and stuff. But no, I find a lot of the projects that she works on pretty inspiring. And the next podcast that I've been loving for a very long time is Jenny from Honeybird Studio. I started watching her when I started knitting, actually. I like binge watched her videos, and I was like, someday I will knit the cool things that she knits, because Jenny, she knits a lot of cables and lace, and I really like the things that she knits. She knits a lot of lesser known patterns, I believe. Like patterns I've never even heard of. Like, she just finds them on Ravelry, and she's like, this is cool and I'm gonna make it. And I'm like, we actually became friends through Instagram. And I've test knitted for her a few times, and we talk a lot. We do video chats sometimes that I think the longest one was 4 or 6 hours. I don't know, but we talk a lot. But a lot of the things that she knits are just so like detailed and feminine, and I really like a feminine style. So I really appreciate the things that she knits, and she's being very mindful about her stash and using it up, and it's kind of like making me want to try it, so I might have to. But no, she's really funny. She's super chill. I would check out her channel if I were you, especially if you're looking for more detailed patterns, and if you draw inspiration from seeing other people work on cable and lacy sweaters and stuff like that. I've recently discovered Smash Knits. She is from Australia, and she just has a very like fun energy. What drew me to her videos was her thumbnail, actually, and it was just these bright, vibrant colors, and I was like, that looks fun. So I clicked on the video, and I've been watching her videos for probably 2 or 3 months now. I don't remember, but I just love the colors that she uses. Like, it definitely fits her personality. Like, she's really bubbly, and she seems like a really happy person, and I just like the energy that she puts into her podcasts. They're not boring to watch. I love watching her podcast so much, and I love seeing the colors that she chooses and what she also knits a lot of fun socks too. I think she just knit one of Summer Lee's colorwork sock patterns, and I think that's kind of like pushing me to knit colorwork socks. I'm kind of scared to knit colorwork socks because I am a tighter knitter, and I'm scared that the sock is going to be too tight. But the colors that she uses for colorwork, and just in general, I've just been really inspired by color lately, and I don't know, If you're looking for some color inspiration, or if you're looking for like color inspiration, or if you have a style where, or you wear a lot of like bright colored clothes, I think she styles them really nicely too, and that I don't know. I subscribe to her if you're looking for that kind of stuff. Dakota from Joy in Knitting is a knitting podcast that I've also discovered quite recently, probably a month or two ago. Her podcast is super relaxed, and she's straight to the point, which I enjoy. I love her color palette, and just like the layout of her videos are nice. I also get very excited to see what she's working on as well, and I really like seeing the progress on her, like seeing the progress on the garments that she's making. So yeah, I look forward to her videos now too, and I don't know, she just has like a really chilled out vibe, and she just seems like a nice person, and I would love to see more people give her support. Candid Knit is a podcast that I really like because she has a really fun personality. Like, she's kind of quiet, but like she has a fun personality, which I really enjoy. I really like the patterns that she knits. They are more well-known, which I do knit a lot of well-known patterns as well, so I kind of like to see what she makes as well, because I really like seeing the things I see on Instagram. I also like seeing them on YouTube, so I really like catching up with her and her podcast. I think she lives in, I don't want to get this wrong, I think she lives in Germany. I don't know. And her cat is so cute. Like, sometimes her cat will show up in her video and it's adorable. And no, I don't only watch the podcast for her cat, but she seems so sweet and so nice. And I always look forward to her videos, no matter if it's like her vlog from when she visited New York. I really liked watching that. But I mostly love her podcast. So yeah, she's a fun one to watch. I do have another friend here on YouTube who does knitting podcasts, and her name is Tirsha from the Cozy Soul Knits. And we've become, like, we've been talking, I mean, we don't really talk on Instagram that much. And we've become friends. I really enjoy her podcasts and her vlogs. She has really chill vlogs where she just kind of includes everything that she does throughout the week, which I really enjoy. And I really like the things that she makes too. Especially, like, we both love green, so I've been loving all of the green things that she's been making. You know, she's super cool, and I love seeing the things that she makes. She's knitting a cumulus tee in like this golden kind of mustard color, and I can't wait to see what it looks like on her, because I think it'd look really good on her, like really good. But no, she's funny, she's really sweet, and I'd appreciate it if you guys would go give her some support. All of these channels will be mentioned down below, so you can just click the down bar and you should be able to click on the links to their channel, so that way you don't have to go and search them through YouTube. It'll be right there for your convenience. Crafting Sparrow is an amazing knitting podcast. I've been watching her also since I started knitting in 2022, and she does so many crafty things. She does cross stitch, sometimes she sews. I know last year she sewed some things for like a Ren fair, and she also knits, and she also crochets too. And I just love her vibe. It's like an earthy, kind of naturey Dungeons and Dragon vibe. and I love it so much. I really like seeing what she's doing cross-stitch wise. That's always been something that's interested me. And she also knits a lot of really like detailed like color work. She knit the Baroque sweater by Rachel Ilsley, I believe, and that's been on my list for a long time, so it was really nice to see her journey with that. It's just a lot of the projects that she knits are really inspiring, especially the colors. She's knitting a blanket by Tin Can Knits with the Knit Picks palette box, and me and Jenny have been talking about doing the same exact thing, so that might happen at some point. I don't know, but that's been really fun to see her work on that. But no, I've been watching her for a couple of years now, and I just really enjoy like her energy, and the work that she puts into all of her projects is super amazing. I would definitely check her out if you're looking for a new podcast that's fun to watch and has many different things in it besides knitting. I've been enjoying those podcasts a lot. And the last podcast that I will mention is Rachel from the Rachel is Knitting podcast. I love her so much. She cracks me up. She's so relatable, and I love how engaged she is with her projects. She knows what she likes, she knows what she doesn't like, and it's giving me a different mindset towards my projects. Like, knitting is so... With knitting, like, if you don't like something, you can just rip it out. It's not that big of a deal. And she's really helping me see that. And that if I want something that I'll wear for a long time, I need to make it to how I'll like it. That didn't make any fucking sense. She does weekly podcasts, and lately she's been uploading some videos that can help you with Ravelry. I only use Ravelry for updating my projects and if I'm just searching a pattern, but she has been making videos that help you navigate Ravelry and what you can use Ravelry for, and I've been watching them, and they're super helpful because there's just so many things you can do with Ravelry, so many things you can look up, and it's been so nice that she's been doing that. I also like her because she's really honest about her promotions that she does with other yarn dyers. I feel like the knitting community is just so advertised, and I mostly just skip ads. Not ads, but I watch ads in YouTube videos, but I kind of skip sponsorships because they don't feel genuine. But with Rachel, like, when she sponsored yarn, she uses it, she tells you her experience with it, you can see her wearing it if she knit a sweater or socks or something, and it's really nice to see her like actively working on the yarn that she was sponsored by, with. So I really like that. She doesn't hide that she was sponsored anything. I just really appreciate that. And I have a list in my iPhone, in my notes, of all the knitting influencers who have affiliate links, and I have so many affiliate links with Rachel's name in them. So I would definitely check her out. She's so sweet and she's so fun, and I just like her energy and I like her attitude, and yeah, so I would definitely check her out. So those are all the podcasts that I thought I'd mention. There's only 10 of them. I could talk all day about knitting podcasts, the ones I like, the ones I don't like, you know, but these are the honorable mentions. You should definitely check these podcasts out. I hope some of these are ones that you've never heard of, and you'll feel called to watch them and support them. But like I said, that's kind of all the podcasts I have to talk about. You can find me on Instagram as the.redhead.knits, and my Ravelry is Knits by Faith. I upload every week here, and next week will be a podcast. So I hope you're looking forward to that, because I am. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.